The yard sale over there, nothing special. I got the Simpsons board game for $1. It's complete with all the pieces, and then just a few 360 games, nothing special. And then a DS. He said it's broken. Some of the buttons don't work. And there's the best game of Super Mario 64 DS. For everything, I paid $10. So that's not terrible. I need to fix the DS though, so that might be a pain in the ass. But oh well. So this is everything I got from that yard sale. The good news is that the DS actually works pretty well, except for you can see that the hinges are broken. However, all the buttons work fine, so I don't know what that kid was talking about, but the screens are in really good shape too, save for some fingerprints. And it came with the regular charger and the card charger, as well as mostly crap games, best one being Super Mario 64, but everything else just kind of being meh. As well as a few 360 games, best one being Minecraft. None of them have their manuals though, but I paid $10 for everything. I'm probably going to just sell the DS without the charger or any of the games, just so I can get rid of it, and then bundle the games with like a DS that I already have and the charger. So after everything is said and done, I should hopefully be able to get like anywhere between 30 or 40 bucks for everything, so yeah, not a bad deal. The Goodwill over there, I'm definitely not going to go to it as much because this is one by my new job, like I mentioned. They have games, but they are all over the place in pricing. Like, these were both $5.99, Incredible Hulk and Wii Party, but there were other games that, they were like behind the glass case too, and there were other games that were like not behind the glass case that were like $2.99. They said they have different people pricing them, so that's kind of stupid, but I'll still check it out because these are both like $15, $20 games, so should be able to make some money off of it for $6 a piece. So at the Goodwill over there, I've been looking around a while for like a new place, a new Goodwill around my work to go during lunch, and this place was like 2 miles from my work, and I think it's gonna be pretty good because I found this just sitting in there, Super Smash Bros. Brawl for $3. It was put out yesterday, so, and everything is in here, and the disc is actually mint, so, you know, if that has been sitting there for pretty much just a whole day and no one's picked it up, then hopefully this place is, you know, not particularly touched in terms of video game hunters. So hopefully I'll be able to find some more stuff around here. There's a pawn shop literally right across the street that I went to, but they have a Dreamcast that they're trying to sell for $130, so I don't think I'll be going there anytime soon, but this was a really cool find, so happy to get this. The Goodwill keeps on coming through. I now know when they're stocking the games, so I got some of this stuff. You guys saw, this was already in the glass case when I got there, but that was all they had. No one picked through them, so I got first dibs. We got Royal Rumble for $4, Tournament Fighter for $4, Super Mario Galaxy for $3, and then Star Wars Battlefront, but inside is Republic Commando for $3. So yeah, I'm really liking this Goodwill. Hopefully it's gonna keep on giving me good games. At this Goodwill again, actually some really good prices. We got Power Quest for $2.99, the original Final Fantasy Legend for $2.99, Atari Classics Evolved for $4, and then Tom and Jerry War of the Whiskers for $6. But she gave me the student discount, so I only ended up paying $12 for everything. So it was like $5 for War of the Whiskers, and then like $2 each on these, and then the Atari Classics I think was like $3, so definitely a really good score right here. So this was a Facebook Marketplace deal. I paid $40 for the stack. Go over everything in the recap portion. A lot of the games are really scratched. I'm probably gonna have to resurface them, but for $40 for the stack, there's some really good games in here, so we'll go over those in the recap portion. So at that thrift store called 360 Thrift, it's actually right across the street from where I work. I didn't notice it until now. Nothing crazy, but we got Vice City Stories on the PSP for $4.99, and then Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock for 99 cents. So $6 for the pair. At this Goodwill again, and I got some good stuff. We got Spider-Man on the PS1 for $2.99, Dog's Life for $2.99, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, which was in literally mint shape, but the girl who was checking me out literally spilled Red Bull all over it. So it's sticky, and the art on the back especially is ruined. So that's annoying. But $4.99 for that, and then House of the Dead Overkill for $4.99. Another Facebook Marketplace deal. We got Duke Nukem Total Meltdown, Duke Nukem Time to Kill, Star Ocean, the second story, The Suffering, and then the Ni no Kuni 2 Premium Edition. Everything's in here, the Steelbook and everything. I paid $40 everything, which is a bit more than what I usually pay, but Star Ocean is a double for me, and that should get me at least $30 back, so $10 for the rest of the games. It's a pretty good deal.
Alright everyone, welcome to the recap portion of the video. I did not think I was going to be making a video this month. Like I said last month, I was switching jobs, my work hours were changing, so I was really unsure if I was going to be able to make a new video because I wouldn't be able to be at that Goodwill when they stocked anymore. But luckily, there's quite a few Goodwills in the area, as well as a few other different thrift stores and pawn stores that I can go to. And it seems like this area isn't really touched in terms of game hunting. There have been things that have sat for either like a couple of hours or a couple of days even, that would have never sat at my old Goodwill. So really happy with that. And I'm really happy with Goodwill a couple miles away from where I work. I know when they stock, it's like around like 12:30. The lady that works there is super nice. And you know, I figured I can just go on my lunch, go there when they stock, and be back in time within the hour. So really happy that I was able to make this video. But anyways, let's move on to the pickups. So first off, we have a copy of New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I paid $5 for that, and it's complete. I've decided that if I come across a Mario Wii game, I'm not going to sell it right away. I'm going to keep it until around December, because during Christmas time, these games shoot up in price, man. Last December, I think this game went from being like a $12 to $13 game to like an $18 to $20 game. So I'm going to hold on to this for a while. Another game that I'm actually going to be holding on to is Splatoon. Right now, it's only worth like $15 sealed, but I figured, you know, down the line, this could be worth quite a bit of money. And I only paid $6 for it, so. And plus, I love the Splatoon series, so having a sealed copy is actually pretty cool. I might actually hold on to this in my collection for a while. Then we got some GameCube games. Neither of these I owned. We got Drone Racer, and that was missing the manual. And then Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix, complete. This is like a $10 to $15 game. Then we have a game, The Incredible Hulk on the 360, missing the manual. This was $6. This Goodwill that I go to is very inconsistent with their pricing, you guys saw, but the most they ever have charged for a game is $6, so that's not terrible. For some games like The Incredible Hulk, it's like a $15 to $20 game. It's weird, I don't really know why they price certain games at $6 and why they don't price certain games at $6, so I'm curious to see what their reasoning is behind like their pricing. Then up next, we have a Luke's PSP game. We got Mega Man Maverick Hunter X. I think I paid $4 for that. Now we have a really nice Facebook Marketplace deal. Basically, it goes down as I was scrolling through Facebook late at night and noticed a listing for a PS2 for $70, which I thought was crazy. But I looked in the description and it said games sold separately. So I messaged the lady and asked her, hey, is there any way you could send me pics of the games? And so she sent me a couple of pics of like 30 or so games, some really solid titles. She mentioned that she had a lot more. So I was like, okay, how much are you asking for? And can I pick them up now? And she said, sure. And she was asking $8 a piece, which is a little too high per game. I've never heard of anyone asking $8 a game, but for some of the games, it was definitely worth it. However, when I got there, there were quite a few more games. She had about like 40 to 60 games. However, when I got there, I quickly noticed that a lot of the games were really scratched, and I mean, like some of the games were not some, like a majority of the games. I felt like I could not save, so I ended up leaving a bit of good games behind. I left behind like Battle for Bikini Bottom, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, Dragon Quest VIII, I think it is. Um, but I ended up picking up these games for $40, which averaged to about $5 a game, which is still a solid deal. Um, but definitely had to resurface the majority of these. But luckily, once I resurfaced them, they work good as new. So first up, we have a game I thought was worth a little bit more money, is Neo Geo Battle Coliseum. I thought this was like a $15 to $20 game, but it's only like a $10 game. But it is complete. Then we have a copy of Roadkill. This was in by far the worst condition. Not the disc, but the case. I swear to God, it was covered in shit. Like, it was like this brown, sticky conglomerate of crap. There was like hair in it too. It was disgusting. I didn't even let the case in my house. I took everything out and I threw it out in the garbage outside my house. I was not letting it anywhere near my other games because ugh. Then we have a loose copy of Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. Then we have a copy of Xenosaga. This was actually the one, like one of the few where the disc was actually in really good shape. And there was actually a bonus with that. I didn't notice this until I got home. Xenosaga Episode 2. Just the first disc, but still cool to have as a freebie. Then we have a copy of Godzilla Save the Earth. Unfortunately, no manual, but this is like a $20 to $25 game. That's going in the collection for sure. A game that I wish I could add to the collection, but it's disc only, so I'm not going to be keeping it. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. Even still, it's like a $25, $30 disc. And then definitely I'd say my favorite game of this pickup for sure, Silent Hill 4 The Room. This disc was by far the most scratched. It took about 2 jobs to the resurfacer. You can see that it needed a good resurfacing, but luckily it works good as new now. And this is like a $40 to $45 game complete, and it's the last Silent Hill I needed on the PS2 in the main series. I mean, I still need Origins and Shattered Memories, but still really happy to get this for like $5. It was a pretty good deal. Okay. Up next we have WWF Royal Rumble for $4. Republic Commando for $3. That was inside Star Wars Battlefront, as you guys saw. And then Super Mario Galaxy, complete. Then we have a few Game Boy games. We got Power Quest for $3. The Final Fantasy Legend for $3. Happy to add that to the collection. Then we got Atari Classics Evolved on the PSP, complete and in very mid shape. And then a game that was actually had been sitting there until since The Incredible Hulk, since I picked that up. I didn't think it was worth that much, but I figured why not just look it up, and it's like a $15 to $20 game. Tom and Jerry War of the Whiskers. And again, I think I mentioned that the lady gave me the student discount, so I ended up paying like $5 for that. So really good deal on all those games. Very happy with Final Fantasy Legend especially. Then we got a PSP game from that one thrift store I showed you guys. We got Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. This is like a $10 to $15 cart, and it is complete. Then we have, let's see, we got Spider-Man on the PS1. That's like a $15 to $20 game. A Dog's Life, which looks interesting. That is complete. I think I paid $3 for that. Either 3 or 4, I can't remember. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It's not as bad. I mentioned that the lady spilled Red Bull all over it, so it's not as bad. But there was quite a bit. I mean, it was like not a lot, but it was still, damage that should never have happened. But it is still complete, and the manual and everything inside was untouched, thank God. And another game I'm really happy to add to the collection, House of the Dead Overkill. Unfortunately, no manual, but this is still like a $15 to $20 game, so really good game to add to the collection for sure. And then we got a Facebook Marketplace deal, another one of these. I was pleasantly surprised with Facebook. The original listing, he listed Clock Tower 3 for $10, which was a great deal. I messaged him if he still had it. He said no, but I was about ready to list a few other games. Would you be interested in that? And I'm like, sure. So he sent me pics, and he wanted $40 for everything, which for 5 games, that's $8 a game, which is a little steep on some of them, but I'll show you guys everything. First up, we have Duke Nukem Time to Kill, Duke Nukem Total Meltdown. This was pretty much the whole reason why I paid $40 for everything. Star Ocean: The Second Story. This is a double for me, and I should be able to get anywhere between $30 to $35 out of this, so should get most of my money back just with that game alone. Then we have a copy of The Suffering, missing the manual, but the disc is mint. And then probably the most exciting thing for sure, in my opinion, is the Ni no Kuni 2 Premium Edition. Really happy to add this. It's got everything in here, and it's in pretty good shape, save for some dents on the box, but still really cool to add to the collection. I don't even have a PS4, but I couldn't pass that up for $40 for everything. He originally wanted $20 just for that, but I managed to bundle everything together, and he gave me a really good deal on it, so very happy with that. And then finally, nothing crazy, just a small little garage sale pickup. I went garage sailing, but I didn't really find anything because it was like 105 degrees. I only went for like an hour, and I only got this. I got, for $10, I got South Park: The Stick of Truth, missing the manual. Then we have the original Bayonetta, that was complete. And then the best game, Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi. Should sell this and get most of, if not all, my money back. Alright, now it's time for the pickup of the month.
Reservice them, but for $40 for the stack, there's some really good games in here, so we'll go over those in the recap portion. However, there is one good game I want to show you right now, and that's the pickup of the month, which is DBZ Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
So yeah, the pickup of the month was Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Now, since it was included with that lot of PS2 games, it was really scratched. But after a few buffers through the resurfacer, it works good as new. Unfortunately, it is just disc only in this crappy GameStop case. There's no manual or bonus disc or anything, but the disc itself is easily a $50 to $60 game just by itself. I did already sell it though. Again, if it was complete, I probably would have kept it, but I sold it for $53.50, which is a little less than what it goes for, like towards the $50 range, mainly because it is buffered, and sometimes that affects the disc itself, but it worked great when I played it, so but yeah, after everything is said and done, this game right here pays for that entire lot, which included Silent Hill 4, which is awesome. So yeah, that is it. Thank you guys again for watching. Like I said, I did not expect to be able to make this video. Very happy with how these Goodwills around my work are turning out, and hopefully they'll continue to be this good. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, take care.